And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we kick off day 2 of the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament here from the Max Long Baseball Complex in Sebring, Florida, and brought to you live here on the internet at jockjive.com. With the owner of Jock Jive, Robert Williamson, over on the Ozone Field. My longtime broadcast colleague, Mike Rideout, over on the T-ball field. And over here on AAA with Art Chendel, this is Jason Thompson bringing you the action here on Field 2. This is the first of 3 games today here in the AAA division. This is a winner's bracket game between Holmes County and Bartow. Holmes County will be the visitors. They're wearing the white tops with the, looks like the blue stripe down the side with gold numbers and letters on the front and back. This is the lineup that'll be facing Bartow pitcher Hunter Parker. 25 is the pitcher, Lyndon Flannery. 8 is Nate Tate in center. 2 is Bryant Mathis at third base. 5 is Braden Farmer at short. 00 is Clyde Hunter at second. 3 is Ashton French at first base. 10 is Braden Patrick. 42 is Malik Powell in left field. 13 is Kason Evans. 68 is Kane Burnham. Number 7 is Tyson Skeeto in right field. And number 4 is Cash Nelson. Again, the lineup. Again, Flannery, Tate, Mathis, Farmer, Hunter, French, Patrick, Powell, and Evans, Burnham, Skeeto, and Nelson. Calvin Nelson is the Holmes County manager with William Mathis, Tommy Barefoot, the assistant coaches. Bartow is wearing their charcoal grays, if you will, with the red lettering, with the red, with the orange letters and numbers, with the blue trim, blue stripes around the abdomen. In the infield, from left to right, from third to first, is 39, Clay Fredericks. 24 is Trey Berry. 7 is Braden Williams. 21 is Lane Holly. The outfield from left to right, number 1 is Clay Green. 23 is Elijah Jenkins. 99 is Bubba Cordy. Behind the plate is number 13, Brady Holmes, and Hunter Parker is the pitcher. We don't have first names, unfortunately, for Bartow, but Coach Berry, Coach Parker, Coach Rogers are your assistant coaches. The number you see on the screen is the number if you wish to text, and I stress the word text. It is not the number to call your favorite shout-out. If you want to shout out to your favorite player or team, you can do so at 850-380-7267. Again, 850-380-7267. The winner of this one will take on the winner of our third and final game today, which will be a winner's bracket game between Sebring and Mariana. The loser of this one drops into the loser's bracket where they will take on the Sebring-Mariana loser. So we're about to get underway, just a few minutes behind schedule. At 10:07, the first pitch is a strike to Lyndon Flannery. Going to be Lyndon Flannery, Nate Tate, and Bryant Mathis for Holmes County. Pitch number 2 is up for a ball. Braden Patrick is the only pitcher for either squad ineligible to pitch today. He threw 66 pitches yesterday. Of course, Bartow drew the bye, and that's fouled straight back. It's now 1-2. So this is the first game for Bartow. There are, looks like 11 teams here in the AAA division. And Bartow, I guess, got the lucky draw to get the bye and did not play Saturday at all. And we will recap day 1, give you all the scores as this one goes on. The 1-2 pitch, back up the box, and past the diving second baseman into center for a base hit. Great effort there, Braden Williams, but with diving to his right, but it was about a couple feet to his right. As Nate Tate to the plate.
Now at the bat, number 8, Nate Tate.
And yesterday it was Hardy 12-1 in 5 innings over West Volusia. San Antonio 13-0 in 4 innings over Sneads. It was the host, Sebring, 10-0 in 4 innings over Franklin County. Mariana edged Spring Hill National 4-2, and Holmes County 14-3 over Okeechobee. The winner of this tournament, the state champion, will head to Lumberton, North Carolina, starting on August the 4th. It'll be the finale of what we call our Dixie Summer. Jock Jive will be there for the AAA Majors and the Ozone World Series. Squares around the butt, pulls it back. It's ball 2. And the week before, starting on, I believe, July the 28th, will be the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series. It'll be Spring Hill National on the machine pitch side, Okeechobee on the coach pitch side. Representing Team Florida, that one is outside for ball 3. So that'll be a wild pitch as Flannery takes second. Game 2 here on field 3 will be an elimination game with Spring Hill National in Franklin County. Then we'll wrap up with Sebring and Mariana, and hits him in the helmet. So Tate ducking out of the way and gets plunked in the helmet. So runners at first and second with nobody out here for Holmes County. That's Bryant Mathis to the plate.
Now at the bat, number 2, Brian Mathis.
Then a reminder, the number you see on the screen if you want to text a shout out to your favorite player or team. Squaring around a bump, pulling it back, ball 1 to Bryant Mathis. The number is 850-380-7267 as they have the runner in a rundown between third and second. They're running him back to second, and he is going to be safe. He was awfully close to being out of the baseline. As Flannery, when he took a turn, his last turn to third, took a wide turn toward the pitcher's mound. He got caught out in the middle, then the ball was thrown behind him. I believe this is going to be Coach Barry, the manager for Bartow, is having a discussion with his infield. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Jock Jive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. Incoming this fall to jockjive.com, SWAC football, soccer and volleyball, Tuskegee football, the ACCC game of the week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf Cal South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports. The trail runners stayed at first during that rundown. Tate, so we have runners at the corner, squaring around a bunt. It is low. The throw down, I guess they tried to dink him as a stolen base for Tate. The pitcher cut it off, I think hoping to see if Flannery would get caught leaning. So that is ball 2 to Bryant Mathis. Squaring around a bunt, and bunts it foul. Count is now 2-1. In case you're wondering, we'll check the weather. Here in Sebring, it's 85, and it feels like 92. We hit triple digits on the heat index late in the day yesterday. The 2-1 is low and away, gets away from the catcher. The runner from third got halfway there, but came back. Fredericks, the third baseman, was covering. So the count now 3-1. Other games going on right now. Art Shendell is bringing you an elimination game with Sneeds and West Volusia. Squaring around him up, pulling back. It is up for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. So the base is loaded here for Holmes County. Still nobody out as Braden Farmer to the plate. In the Ozone Division, you have an elimination game with Franklin County and East Lakeland. In the T-Ball Division, looks like a winner's bracket game with DeSoto and the host, Sebring. Squaring around a bunt, pulling back. It's a strike to Farmer. Braden Farmer, the shortstop. Again, Jock Jive 2 weeks ago was in Liberty County in Bristol, Florida for the the machine pitch and the major state tournament. That ball is hit well to left field, and it's going to get over the left fielder's head. It's going to two-hop the fence. It might clear the bases. 2 are already in to run around third. They will hold him at third. A 2-run double. For Braden Farmer, there are still nobody out, and the boys from Holmes County on top early here, 2-0. Got over the head of left fielder Clay Green.
Now at the bat, number 00, Clyde Hunter.
As Clyde Hunter to the plate. Holmes County put up 14 against Okeechobee yesterday, so the offense is back for the boys in white. Squaring around him up, pulling back, gets past the catcher, but everybody will stay put. Oh, and the throw back gets away from the third baseman. Throw down to third, and everybody is safe. Looks like there's only maybe 15 to 20 feet of real estate behind home plate, so if a ball bounces right back to the catcher, that'll keep the runners at bay. The throwback from Holmes, the catcher, missed the pitcher and trickled into the infield, but everybody stayed put. 1-0 pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. And as we mentioned, Art Shendell behind us on field 3, an elimination game with West Volusia and Sneads. We will have an elimination game here next as the pitcher, Parker, thought he was being pulled. He put the ball down on the rubber. And we're going to have a discussion between the Bartow manager. And he walks off the field as Parker a little upset with himself, I'm a guess, as he's going to come out. And we're going to have a pitching change right off the bat here in the first. Number 5 will be Caleb Hermelbrandt. And while he takes his warm-up pitches, we'll take a quick break. Again, you are listening to the Florida DYB AAA State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
Are you a friend of Jock Jive on Facebook? Do you follow us on Twitter? Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? If you aren't, don't, and haven't, please do. We are growing exponentially and want you to keep up with us. Plus, we want to stay in touch with you. So go to the homepage of JockJive.com to like us, follow us, and subscribe on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll jock and roll together. Here are some things you may not know about Jock Jive. We're one of the nation's premier sports production companies. From audio only to full-scale video productions, we can do it all. Our vision plans to continue to grow and includes the Southwestern Athletic Conference called South Conference, EJCAA, Georgia Collegiate Athletic Association, Alabama Community College Conference, Perfect Game, Great American Rivalries, youth sports like Dixie, American Legion, Babe Ruth, plus a litany of high schools, junior colleges, and more. We've worked with names I bet you recognize, like Johnny Manziel, Trent Dilfer, Doug Williams, Monty Coleman, and more. And we travel to practically every part of the country, from New York to California, Florida to Minnesota, and everywhere in between. Here's another thing you may not know. We are ready to come to work for you. That's right, we have a package to fit practically every budget. Just go to JockJive.com and contact us to get international coverage for your next sporting event. Your athletes deserve the best. They deserve Jock Jive.
Back here at the Max Long Recreational Complex, where Caleb Hermelbrandt will throw a pitch outside for ball 3. Parker threw 17 pitches, so obviously he'll be eligible to pitch tomorrow. Pitching rules in Dixie Youth Baseball: if you pitch 40 or less, you're allowed to pitch the next day. Squaring around a bunt again and pulls back and takes for a strike. It's 3-1. 41 to 65 pitches requires a 36-hour rest from pitching. 66 plus requires 48 hours with a max in this division of 75 pitches. In the majors and ozone, it is 85. That's bunted foul, and we got us a shout-out here. Check this out from the 850 area code. That's my part of the world. 00 Clyde Hunter, a.k.a. Little Man. Keep pushing and Daddy loves you. Yours truly had an 8-hour drive down here from Pensacola. And the count is 3-1 to Clyde Hunter with 2 runners on. The 3-1, he takes low and away for ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. And still nobody out.
Now at the bat, number
Definitely
3,
not the start
Ashton
you
French.
want if you're Bartow. 5 in a row have reached, 2 are already in as Ashton French, the first baseman, to the plate. Corner infielders look like they're in just a little bit. Inside are waiting for a possible double play. That's a strike called. Field here at Bartow is all grass. They're around the bases. You know, there's a cutout of dirt. Mound obviously is dirt with it's like about an 8-foot swath from pitching rubber to home plate. The 1-0 pitch is swung on, popped up, Center fielder charging. He makes the catch. Everybody tags, and the throw will come to the pitcher, and everybody moves up. The runner at first stays put, though, as the sac fly from Ashton French will plate Bryant Mathis. Braden Farmer goes second to third. It is now 3-0 Holmes County. Seventh batter of the inning will be Braden Patrick.
Now at the bat, number 10, Braden Patrick.
Holmes County was in a contested battle with Okeechobee till about the third inning. The bases were loaded. Ball hit to third base. Instead of going to third, they go to first. The throw gets away, and it triggered an 8-run inning. That ball is up for a ball. And it'll be a stolen base for Hunter. Catcher bluffed the throw down there, obviously knowing that if he did throw down, runner from third would take off. So second and third, as a base hit, could plate 2 here for Holmes County. And the pitch is swung on. Chopper, pitcher has it. He'll look to first for one. Runner coming home to throw the plate. Will be offline. He's safe. Great catch there by Brody Holmes as the throw was up the third base line. So the 1-3 will plate Farmer to make it 4-0. As Malik Powell will head to the plate. Interesting stat from yesterday. All 3 games here on Field 2 were mercy rule. We did not go 6 innings one time. Holmes County jumping out to the lead here, hoping that streak will continue. That is swung on and fouled back as he chased one up in the zone. 0-1. In case the folks from Holmes County did not hear the broadcast yesterday, we'll tell you that story after pitch number 2, which is swung on and fouled back. Back eons ago, yours truly graduated from Pensacola Catholic back in 1990, and back then their district included Bonifay High School, now Holmes County, Chipley, and Mariana. So there was a lot of 2-hour road trips to catch Crusader sports back in the day. Now it's since been changed to Holmes County High School. The pitch is swung on, popped up. That'll get out of play. It'll stay 0-2. Malik spelled M-A-L-Y-K. Powell, he's starting the game in left field. Again, 4-0 already here in the first. The pitch is a strike 3 called. So Bartow finally gets out of the inning, but not before the boys in white from Holmes County put up a 4 spot here in the first on 2 hits. There was 1 left. There were no errors. We will keep it right here to give you the Bartow batting lineup. This lineup will be facing Holmes County pitcher Lyndon Flannery. 21 is Lane Holly at first base. 99 is Bubba Cordy in right. 13 is Brody Holmes behind the plate. 24 is Trey Berry at short. 39 is Clay Fredericks at third base. 3 is the pitcher Hunter Parker. 23 is Elijah Jenkins in center. 7 is Braden Williams at second. Number 1 is Clay Green in left. 2 is Noah Register. 00 Josh Garrison. And 5 is Caleb Hermelbrandt. That lineup again is Holly, Cordy, Holmes, Berry, Fredericks, Parker, Jenkins, William, Green, and Register, Garrison, and Hermelbrandt. Again, Coach Berry is the manager. Coach Parker and Rogers, the assistant coaches. We do not have first names for Bartow because they didn't put it on their lineup card. Defensively for Holmes County on the infield from left to right, from third to first, will be number 2, Bryant Mathis. 5 is Braden Farmer. 00 Clyde Hunter. And 3 is Ashton French. The outfield from left to right. 42 is Malik Powell. 8 is Nate Tate. 7 is Tyson Skeeto. Behind the plate, number 4 is Cash Nelson. On the bump is number 25, Lyndon Flannery. Again, Calvin Nelson, the manager. William Mathis, Tommy Barefoot, the assistant coaches. Another shout out. Says, let's go Braden Farmer and Holmes County from the Davises. And while Flannery throws his warm-up tosses, we'll take another quick break here on JockJive.com.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com. Every game broadcast on JockJive.com has the potential to offer some monumental moments for its participants. That's why we not only archive every game online, but make CDs available for audio-only games and DVDs for video broadcasts. After all, a great play deserves to be remembered long after the athletic event has ended. To order your CD or DVD of any JockJive game, email info@JockJive.com. info@JockJive.com.
Back here at the Max Long Recreational Complex, where Lane Holly will lead things off for Bartow, down 4-0 here in the first inning. Again, this is a winner's bracket game, so both of these teams will survive and play Monday regardless of what happens here. Pitch number 1 is a strike called. Again, it'll be Lane Holly, Bubba Cordy, Brody Holmes here in the first. Trey Berry will bat should anybody reach. Pitch number 2, low and away. That'll even things at 1-1. Again, already headed to Lumberton, North Carolina in a couple weeks. As we mentioned earlier, in the machine pitch division, it'll be Spring Hill. It'll be Okeechobee in the coach pitch division. And the traditional majors division, it was Mariana. I believe the final tally was 67-4. They were the team to beat, and they were head and shoulders above everybody else. Pitch is up and away for ball 2. If my memory is right, their pitching struck out 57 out of 66 outs in the tournament. So the boys from Mariana will look to make some waves starting on August the 4th. The pitch is in the back of Lane Holly. So a leadoff hit by pitch will bring up Bubba Cordy.
Now at the bat, number 99, Bubba Cordy.
Cordy looks like he's got the patriotic-looking batting helmet. Unless it's black, I can't tell if it's blue. Looks like there's some stars in it, too. That is up and away for ball 1. Again, there will be Spring Hill National in Franklin County. That'll be an elimination game here on Field 2. That's scheduled for a 12:30 Eastern Time start. Pitch to Cordy, ground ball, past the third baseman in the left for a base hit. And Team Bartow responding with a pair of base runners to lead off this inning. Ball just got under the glove and to the left of Bryant Mathis at third, as Brody Holmes to the plate.
And now at the bat, number 13, Brody Holmes.
So this is interesting. The player is Holmes. The opponent is Holmes. Go figure. The pitch to Holmes is low and away for a ball. We had a game yesterday, I believe it was Sebring and Franklin County, where they both wore charcoal gray uniforms. Very close to being identical. Franklin County had red in their letters. Sebring was the all whites with the letters and the numbers. And the pitch from Flannery on 1-0. Inside, did it hit him? Yes, it did. I think it got him up on the upper arm or shoulder. Kind of looks like he's dangling a little bit as he heads down to first, but looks to be all right. But the bases are loaded, and with that, we'll have a meeting on the mound. I believe this is Calvin Nelson having a quick talk with his infield. At the Inn on the Lakes in Sebring, you will enjoy the luxury of casual yet elegant surroundings that are as pleasing to the eye as they are comfortable and relaxing. With more than 155 spacious, beautifully decorated rooms and suites, you can experience the best that Sebring, Florida hotels have to offer. At Inn on the Lakes, you'll be afforded all the comforts of home, in addition to stunning views that overlook the lakes and the finest hospitality around. To find out more, go to theinnonthelakes.com or call 1-800-534-5253. My buddy Art Schindel, who's staying at that hotel, told us a story last night that there was apparently a wedding there yesterday out by the pool, which means all the players and teams had to wait for the for the wedding to get over with. And then they took a mad rush to the pool. As Trey Berry bats with the bases loaded, and he takes strike one. So Bartow looking to answer the 4-run inning from Holmes County. Again, it's Lane Holly at third, Bubba Cordy at second, Brady Holmes at first. The pitch is low and away for ball one. That'll even it at 1-1. Clay Fredericks waits on deck. Bartow a base hit away from getting back in this ball game. The 1-1 pitch is a strike called, 1-2. Again, the action will start at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okeechobee will be playing in that elimination game against a team to be determined. Big swing and a miss for strike three. And the ball gets away. The throw coming home. We got a rundown between third and home, and they will run him back, and the throw gets away. And 1 run's going to score, and 2 runs are going to score. I believe it was a throwing error on the pitcher, and it looks like all 3 will score. The throw got away from the third baseman and rolled all the way down the left field line, and just like that, it's a 4-3 game. Costly error there. And we believe it was a throw on Flannery as he's throwing down to third, but it went to the right of the third baseman and rolled all the way down the left field line. So if you're Bartow, that's a good trade. You give up and out, but you get 3 runs in the process. The pitch is swung on, ground ball, right side to the second baseman. Actually gets through. It's going to be a base hit. As the first baseman, French, went diving to his left. The grass slowed it down a little bit, and then it got under the glove of the second baseman. So that's going to be an infield hit. As Hunter Parker to the
Now
plate.
at the bat, number 3, Hunter Parker.
Our broadcast location up here in the press box is, I'd say, about 10 feet to the right of home plate. And the overhang on the bleachers to the right side pretty much obscures all of first base and a good part of right field. The pitch is a strike called. Thinking maybe later toward the tournament, if we can switch to the opposite side so we can get a better view of everything. The 1-1 pitch is low and away for ball 2. As Hunter Parker waits on deck. Who started the game on the mound, would love to make amends and get a shot here with runners on base. That's a strike call, now 2-2. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. Throw down to first, and he is safe. As Hunter Parker to the plate. If you're here in Sebring, they have some very nice tournament shirts. They're dry fit, and they have 3 different designs for each of the 3 age groups.
Now at the bat, number 23, Eliza Jenkins.
Pitch is a strike called. Pitch is outside for a ball. Throw down to second, and he's going to be safe. Close play. The ball was to the left of the bag, so the shortstop, Farmer, had to field it and tag across the bag. But a stolen base for Trey Berry. Elijah Jenkins takes ball 2, now 2-1. Dry fit shirts are going to come in handy at Lumberton, where we're going to be broadcasting outside. That's going to be a ball. We will have video of at Lumberton. Basically, the plan is to bungee a webcam to the fence The pitch is outside for ball 4. So now all of a sudden the go-ahead run on base, and with that, I believe Calvin Nelson to the mound, and that should be a pitching change. It is. And we'll have it for you when we get back on jockjive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participating. To be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Number 2 is Bryant Mathis, who's taking over on the mound, which means we have a new third baseman, which we did not see, and we didn't see where Flannery took off to. So again, an update on the pitching rules. A pitcher can pitch up to 40 innings a day and be eligible to pitch the next day.
7, Brady Williams.
41 to 65 requires 36 hours of rest. 66 plus 48 hours of rest with a max of 75. The pitch up and in for a ball to the 8th batter of the inning, Braden Williams. It's Trey Berry at second and Elijah Jenkins at first. The pitch. That's a strike, and we're even at 1-1. Mathis working quickly, swing and a miss. Now 1-2. The pitch up and in. That'll make it 2-2. As Clay Green hopes to bat this inning. The 2-2 swung on, popped up right side. Second baseman drifting out, and will drop the ball. It's dropped as a run comes in to score. Runner headed third, throw down to second, and he is going to be out of there. So that'll go 2-4 as Williams forced out. But a run scores to tie the game at 4. We'll be back in a moment here on jockjive.com.
Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Back here at Sebring, where it looks like Bubba Cordy, number 99, will move to second, which means we have a new right fielder. Cannot see the number from here, but apparently Bartow has made one of its defensive changes. Again, the Summer of Dixie is underway. Between now and mid-August, Jock Jive will be streaming all of this tournament, plus the Dixie Baseball 15U and Dixie Pre-Majors World Series, the AA, AAA, Ozone, and Major World Series in Lumberton, and so much more. Catch it all right here on JockJive.com. Be sure to follow Jock Jive on Twitter and Facebook. On Twitter, we are at Jock Jive, and on Facebook, simply put Jock Jive Sports in the search engine. We will give you scores, schedules, game highlights, event updates, and more. Twitter and Facebook, a great way to keep up with Jock Jive Sports. So, again, an apology here as Trey Berry struck out, and then Clay Hendricks reached on an infield hit. He came in to score on the error that Braden Williams reached on. So it's Holly, Cordy, Holmes, and Fredericks, your run scores for Bartow in that first inning. So it'll be Cason Evans, Kane Burnham, Tyson Skeeto for Holmes County, batters 9, 10, and 11 in what is now a 4-4 tie. Pitch outside for a ball. The 1-0 is a grounder under the glove of the third baseman into left for a base hit. Fredericks just didn't get the glove down low enough. Should be an E, but he didn't touch it, even though he probably should have. So the leadoff man on for Cason Evans is Kane Burnham to the plate.
Now at the bat, number 68, Kane Burnham.
Burnham, one of the defensive replacements. He lays down a bunt, but it goes foul. Again, all 12 batters bat the first time through the lineup. Then from the second rotation on, it's just the top 9. But coaches, at their discretion, can insert that 10, 11, 12 batters in any capacity as a runner or a batter, as long as all 12 players play 3 consecutive defensive outs during the course of the game. And the pitch squares around him, and he pops that one foul. Now 0-2. Again, this is the first of 3 games here on field number 2, known as JC's Field here at the Max Long Baseball Complex, right next to the YMCA here in Sebring. The 0-2 to Burnham. He hits a chopper to the shortstop. He has it. He'll underhand to second, and the play is made. It's a barehanded grab by, I believe that's Cordy at second. The throw was high. It pulled him off the base. He had to grab it with the bare hand and then come down on the bag. So a 6-4 fielder's choice.
Now at the bat, number 7, Tyson Skeeto.
With a little more adventure than Bartow had hoped, but they do get the out, 1 down. Burnham at first for Tyson Skeeto. And the first pitch he sees swings and misses. Tyson is Tizon. Skeeto is Sketo. The pitch from Hermelbrand is a swing and a miss. Gets away from the catcher to the backstop. Burnham hustling down to second, and he'll be safe. Close play, but the big Clay Burnham slides in safely. That'll even things at a ball and a strike. Again, the other games going on right now, the other game here in the AAA division is West Volusia and Sneeds. That's an elimination game, as that's foul to the right side, 1-2. In the Ozone division, Robert Williamson, the owner of Jock Jive, is bringing you, looks like Franklin County and East Lakeland. That's an elimination game. The pitch is low and away. Count now 2-2. And in the T-ball division, the first of 4 games, Mike Rideout bringing the first 3 of those games. It is a winner's bracket game with Sebring and DeSoto. The 2-2 pitch is outside, gets away from the catcher. Burnham headed to third. The throw down is going to end up in left field. He's going to stay at third base. Not sure if he's injured. He's doubled over there a little bit, and they're going to check on Kane Burnham, rather. Don't know maybe if his knee locked up when he slid into the base. It looks like he's favoring that left knee. He's walking around gingerly out there, but it looks like he's going to continue. Burnham's got some good size to him. There's an offensive line coach in Bonifay who's sure hoping to get a hold of him in a few years. And it looks like he's going to continue, so kudos for him for toughening it out. It will be a 3-2 pitch here to Tyson Skeeto. The payoff pitch is swung on and ripped foul, left side. Cash Nelson, the 12th and final batter for Holmes County, will bat next. Another payoff pitch from Hermelbrand is going to be outside for, I believe that's ball 4. Nope. Apparently that's ball 3. Now it'll be a payoff pitch to him. In Holmes County, 4 in the top of the first. Bartow answers with 4 of their own in the bottom half. That payoff pitch to Skeeto is swung on and into left field for a base hit. Just out of the reach of a leaping Clay Fredericks at third. And Holmes County retakes the lead at 5-4. Hit right on a rope is Cash Nelson. Going to get a new bat.
Now at the bat, number 4, Cash Nelson.
That's Cash with a K. Sounds like an awesome NASCAR name. Hermelbrand's pitch squares around to Bunny, gets it down. Oh, did it hit him in the box? Or did it hit him outside the box? It must have hit him in the box. That'll be a strike. It bounced up and got him. But fortunately for Nelson, he was still in the box. Otherwise, he would have been out right there. No argument from the Bartow coaches on whether he was outside the box or not. The 0-1 pitch is a swinging and a foul tip off the end of the bat. Now 0-2. Holmes County retaking the lead with a run here. Tyson Skeeto with the go-ahead RBI. The pitch from Hermelbrand inside. Did he get him? Yes, he got him, and he's excited. Usually you see a 9 or 10-year-old doubled in pain as he gets hit. Nelson's fired up. He reached base. Clapping all the way down to first base. That's taking it for the team. As we go back to the top with Lyndon Flannery. As the second hit by pitch.
Now at the bat, number 25.
By Bartow pitching. Nate Tate, the batter on deck, was plunked in the first inning. Again, it is Skeeto at second, Nelson now at first. The pitch to Flannery is outside, gets away from the catcher. Runner headed to third. The throw down will not be in time. One to 0 as Holmes County looking for another big inning. Already 45 minutes into this one, and we're only in the second. Looked about 20 minutes in that this was an early candidate for a mercy rule game, which we've had each of our 3 games yesterday, but Bartow responding large part to a throwing error that plated 3 runs. Pitch to Flannery is popped up on the infield. Shortstop going out, center field coming in, and he can't make the play. As a run is going to score, the throw coming to third, and he will be safe. Kind of fell in that Bermuda Triangle out there as it was too far out for the shortstop and too far of a run for the center fielder. So Flannery now 2 for 2 as he plates Tyson Skeeto. Good alert base running puts him at second and third as Nate Tate to the plate. First pitch he sees is popped up. Second baseman going out. Shallow right center and will make the catch. The runners will not advance. That's Cordy on the grab for out number 2.
Now at the bat, number 2, Brian Mathis.
Number 2 is Brian Mathis. He walked and scored his first time. If you're Bartow, this is a moral victory of sorts if you can get out of this giving up just the 2 runs. As a base hit here could plate 2 more. The pitch is going to be outside. Gets away from the catcher just a little, but nobody will move. Ball and no strikes. We are in the top of the second. Game 1 of 3 today here on Field 2. And we got us a slugfest in the early going as Holmes County on top here 6-4. The pitch low and away. That'll make it 2-0. Braden Farmer had a double his first at bat. He waits on deck. Again, it'll be an elimination game with Franklin County and Spring Hill National. Scheduled for a 12:30 start. And we'll close the action with the host team. Sebring taking on Mariana. The pitch is a strike in the outside corner. This is Hermelbrand. He's in relief of Hunter Parker, who did not get a batter out in the first inning, and that ball plunks Mathis. Can't help but wonder because it's so brutally hot out there. You're obviously sweating, and it's kind of hard to grab a baseball with a sweaty hand, and that's going to be it for young Mr. Hermelbrand. So we're going to have pitcher number 3 for Bartow. We'll tell you who it is when we get back here on JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Back here in Sebring, where the third baseman, Clay Fredericks, is now on the mound. Hermelbrand went, I believe, 34 pitches, so he's eligible to pitch tomorrow. As Holmes County scored 4 in the top of the first. Bartow answers with 4 in the bottom half, 3 of them on a throwing error, but Holmes County has already plated a pair here and have them loaded with 2 outs. So safe to say this is a big at-bat here for both teams. As Clay Fredericks is continuing his warm-up tosses. If you want a download of any game in this week's tournament, they're only $5 each. Just email info@jockjive.com. That is info at jockjive.com. Tell us what games you want. We'll send you an electronic invoice that allows you to pay by debit or credit card. and the games will be on their way to you. That's info@jockjive.com for a keepsake you'll want to have for a lifetime. Pardon me. Begin to set the stage. It is Cash Nelson at third. He was hit by a pitch. Lyndon Flannery's at second. He hit an RBI single. Bryant Mathis at first. He was hit by a pitch. So Holmes County has been hit by a pitch 3 times already.
Now at the bat, number 5, Braden Farmer.
Braden Farmer looks to blow this game wide open. The pitch from Fredericks, low into the dirt. Nice block by the catcher. 1-0. Again, the other game going on right now in the AAA division, West Volusian Sneeds, an elimination game. Chopper past the third baseman into left for a base hit. 1 is going to score. They will send the runner around. 2 are going to score. The throw coming into the catcher will be short. Throw to third will not be in time, so it'll be a single and 2 RBIs for Braden Farmer. The chopper just got to the right of third baseman Hermelbrandt and down the left field line. So Nelson scores. Flannery scores. Holmes County for the second inning in a row has put up a 4 spot. It's 8-4. Clyde Hunter to the plate, who walked his first time, stole second, and was left on third base. The pitch is a strike called. So again, it is Bryant Mathis now at third. Braden Farmer is at second. The pitch hit high into left field. The left fielder drifting back. It's going to get over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the fence. 2 are going to score. It's going to be a double for Clyde Hunter. And he's fired up down there at second, as he should be. If you love offense, you are on the right field today. 10-4 now. And we're only in the top of the second.
Now at the bat, number 3, Ashton French.
As number 3, Ashton French hit a sac fly his first time, driving in a run. So 4 in the first, 6 here in the second. The pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman. He has it over to first and in time. 4-3. Pardon me, and that's 3 outs. So another big inning for the boys from Boniface. 6 runs here in the second. On 4 or 5 hits. They have 7 so far, and they leave 1. We're through an inning and a half. We'll go to the bottom of the second. We get back. Bartow with some work to do. They trail 10-4 here in this winner's bracket game of the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament, which you're listening to on jockjive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other.
Back here at the Max Long Recreational Complex here in Sebring, where we want to let you know that Jock Jive Sports Productions works small events and large, from T-ball to the Toyota Center, youth sports to collegiate, audio only to a full-scale production for ESPN. We do it all. To find out how we can cover your team or event, email info@jockjive.com. Holmes County is making some changes up here. We heard that Braden Patrick is now in right for Tyson Skeeto. believe they made another one, but we didn't catch it. And it looks like Kason Evans, number 13, is behind the plate for Cash Nelson. So I believe Kane Burnham is the only one that hasn't gotten into the game yet. Actually, he is in left. Scratch that. So Holmes County will have met all of its defensive requirements when this inning ends. So your infield now for Holmes County. Not sure who it is at third. We believe it's Flannery. Farmer at short. Hunter at second. French at first. The outfield is Burnham, Tate, and Patrick. Evans behind the plate. And Bryant Mathis on the mound. So Holmes County has broken double digits for the second straight game. They put up 14 against Okeechobee. So for Bartow, it'll be 9, 10, 11 in Green, Register, and Garrison. So again, the winner of this one will play at 12:30 tomorrow over on Field 3. Archendale will bring you that one. Winner of this one will get the winner of our final game today with Mariana and Sebring. The loser of this one drops into the losers bracket where they will get that Sebring-Mariana loser. That game will be the opening game on Field 3. Again, Archendale teaming up with me to bring you the AAA division. There are 11 teams in the AAA division, only 6 in the O-Zone, and 9 in the T-ball division. Green. As the left-handed hitting Clay Green will lead things off. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. It'll be Clay Green, Noah Register, Josh Garrison, Caleb Hermelbrandt will bat if anybody reaches. Pitch number 2 to Green. That's going to be way outside. Ball 1. The championship game for the AAA division will be Wednesday afternoon at 2 with an if game at 9 a.m. on Thursday should we need it. Championship game for the O-Zone will be at 10 a.m. Wednesday with an if game at 2. The T-ball will be 2 o'clock Wednesday with an if game at 9 a.m. on Thursday. The pitch is a strike call, 1 and 2. Wish a happy belated birthday to the boss, Robert Williamson. Had a birthday a few days ago. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped and held on to by the catcher. Good job there by Kason Evans to finish the strikeout. The strikeout number 3 through an inning and a third as Noah Register to the plate.
Now batting number 2, Noah Heisker.
And the first pitch to him is a ground ball. Third baseman has it. Long throw across the diamond in plenty of time. Going to go 5-3 for out number 2. 0-0 Josh Garrison now to the plate.
Now at the bat, 0-0, Josh Garrison.
I believe Garrison was playing second base that last inning, not Cordy. With the black and orange batting gloves, and he swings, and it was one down the left side, foul. It's 0-1. Again, the state champion in this division will head to Lumberton, North Carolina for the World Series. Jock Jive will bring it to you starting on Saturday, August the 4th. The pitch, chopper back up the middle. Shortstop has it. Over to first, going to be close. And they got him. I think he was plucked out of the dirt there at first base. Nice work there by, I believe that's Ashton French on the 6-3. So 3 up, 3 down here in the second. We will head to the top of the third as Holmes County will come to bat looking to pad a 10-4 lead. Again, you are listening to the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling. Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Back here at Sebring, where Bartow has made a few changes. It looks like Bubba Cordy is now in left field. 21, Lane Holly is now in center, which means you have a new first baseman. But unfortunately,
Both teams have now met their substitutions.
it is kind of hard to see him because of the roof that overhangs down the left side. And I believe Noah Register, number 2, is behind the plate. Nope. Scratch that. It is 24, Barry. So I'm thinking maybe Register is now at first. Garrison is now at short, so I believe it's Hermelbrandt at third, Garrison at short. And it looks like 23 is now at second base, Elijah Jenkins, with Register at first. Cordy in left, Holly in center, which means we have a new right fielder. Unfortunately, we cannot see his number from here, unless he decides to turn around and show us. Look like number 1, Clay Green. So massive changes for Bartow. I don't think anybody is in their starting spot now. So again, it's Hermelbrandt, Garrison, Jenkins, Register across the infield. It is Cordy, Holly, and Green in the outfield. Barry behind the plate and Frederick still on the mound. So none of the original 9 are in their starting positions for Bartow. As Fredericks, the third pitcher for Bartow, will be facing 7, 8, and 9 in Patrick, Powell, and Evans. Check the weather again. It says it's 89 and it feels like 96. Already feels like 96 and it's not even noon yet. So hopefully all these youngsters are staying hydrated. And fans as well.
Now batting number 10, Braden Patrick.
For the fans that aren't lucky enough to be under those overhangs, we see a lot of pop-up tents down there. As Braden Patrick will lead things off. He had an RBI ground out his first time, and he takes strike 1. And we're underway here in the third. The pitch from Fredericks is a ball low. That'll even it at 1-1. So again, Patrick, Powell, and Evans. For Holmes County, who put up 4 in the first and added 6 more in the second. The pitch is a strike call to make it 1-2. And we'll be here through at least Wednesday and possibly Thursday. The pitch swung on and fouled out of play to the right. Then we'll be off for about 9 days or so. Then the World Series action will start in Lumberton, North Carolina, starting on Saturday, July the 28th. In Spring Hill, the machine pitch representative. Okeechobee, the coach pitch representative out of Florida. That tournament, I believe, will run through July 31st on Tuesday. We'll have 3 days off and then be back to action starting on Saturday, August the 4th. The pitch up and in. Sprite Berry trying to frame it. That'll make it 2-2. Seeing some partly cloudy skies here. Not much gray. We should be fine as far as Mother Nature in that regard. That ball is inside for ball 3. Looking last night, the best chance of rain today is late, and even then it's only 20%. So we should be fine for today. The pitch is ball 4 low. So Patrick reaches. And for the third straight inning, the leadoff batter reaches for Holmes County as Malik Powell to the plate, number 42. He struck out looking his first time.
Now batting number 42, Mark Powell.
Pitch to Powell, he squares around the butt, he gets it down. The pitcher will barehanded, he'll fire to first, and they'll get him 1-3 on the sacrifice. Patrick takes second on the play. One down for Kason Evans, who singled his first time, but then was forced out. As the Holmes County manager is having some sort of issue. Not sure what it is, but he's out there talking to the base umpire, and he's going to get at least a second opinion from the home plate umpire. Not sure. I think his issue is that maybe the first baseman pulled his foot off the bag on the throw to first. But the appeal denied as he is out 1-3. We could see the Holmes County manager doing like the two-hand swipe from left to right, you know, signaling as it maybe he thought the foot got pulled.
13, Kason Evans.
There's Kason Evans to the plate with his bright black and orange helmet. Got that Cincinnati Bengal look going there. Ball, one hops, the catcher gets away, throw to third, not in time. Oh, and he gets away into left field, but he will stay put. I believe it may have hit Patrick as he slid in and maybe off the bag and careened into left field. A good back up there by, I believe that's Cordy out in right. I'm sorry, in left. Again, Powell with the 1-3 sacrifice to move Patrick to second. Wild pitch to third as Evans takes a ball upstairs. You can give a shout out to Tony Smith. He's the state director here in Florida. He's been a big supporter of Jock Jive over the years. And this is my 8th year with the company. The pitch, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Of course, thanks to the boss, Robert Williamson, for letting me hang around all these years. Talking with my buddy Mike Rideout, who's doing the T-ball division. We both came in at the same time. Mike has his own broadcast company in the Gainesville area. Pitch swung on off the end of the bat, foul to the left. He owns theprepzone.com. So if you live in the Gainesville, Ocala area, you'll be familiar with Mike's work. Also does a lot of work with the FHSAA. Cason spelled C-A-S-O-N. The pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup for Lyndon Flannery, who's 2 for 2 and has scored twice.
Now at the bat, number 25, Leonard Flannery.
The pitch swung on, chopper. Third baseman has it. Long throw across the diamond. Will be in time. So for the first time today, Holmes County shut out in an inning. They leave a runner on. They've left one on in each inning for a total of 3. We'll go to the bottom of the third when we get back. Holmes County on top 10-4 in this winner's bracket game, the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament, which you're listening to on jockjive.com.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on jockjive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on Jock Jive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@jockjive.com.
Looks like West Volusia leading Sneads behind us 3-0 in the elimination game. We got a final in the T-ball division. DeSoto over Sebring 29-5. So DeSoto will advance in the winner's bracket to take on Brooksville tomorrow at 2. And the host Sebring dropping into the loser's bracket where they will take on the West Volusia West Seminole winner at noon tomorrow. West Seminole and West Volusia will play at 2 o'clock later today. As Bryant Mathis finishing his warm-up tosses. Bartow will send up 12, 1, and 2, and Hermelbrandt, Holly, and Cordy. So again, we have 3 more games in the T-ball division later today. We have this one and 2 more here on Field 2. Archendell behind us has 2 games in the AAA division. Then he'll do the final T-ball game of the day. So Mike Rideout has 2 more before he's done for the day. Hermelbrandt's the only Bartow player that is yet to bat today.
Now batting number 5, Caleb Hermabelt.
And the pitch is up for ball 1. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Count now 1-1. We see what I believe is a husband and wife. Husband with a camera, mom with the cell phone. I'm assuming that's mom and dad down there getting shots of little Hermelbrandt. He takes strike 2. Now it's 1-2. Mathis with the 1-2 pitch is over the head of Hermelbrandt. It'd be 2-2. Both teams have combined for 5 hit by pitches so far. The pitch is a swing and a miss, held on to for strike 3. Strikeout number 4 by Holmes County pitching. Back to the top of the lineup here
Now
with Lane Holly.
21, Lane Holly.
Holly hit by a pitch and scored in the bottom of the first. He takes a pitch low and away for ball 1. The pitch hit a mile high to right center. Center fielder has a beat on it, draws in, and it's taken away by the right fielder. As the right fielder cut in front of the center fielder who was camped out underneath it for out number 2. Center fielder kind of had his hands thrown up there. It was like, hey, that's my ball. But nonetheless, the out is made. I believe that might be Burnham out there in right field. As Bubba Cordy to the plate, he singled and scored his first time. He bats from the left side. The white and
Now
black
batting
batting
number
helmet.
99, Bubba Cordy.
The pitch is a strike called. The 0-1 to Cordy. Strike on the inside corner now. It's 0-2. As Brody Holmes hopes to bat, he waits on deck. Bartow batting in the bottom of the third here. They trail 10-4. The 0-2 is swung on and missed for strike three, so a quick bottom of the third with no run scored. We're halfway home here in our first game of the day. Winners bracket game in the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament. Holmes County coming to bat, leading 10-4. Again, you're listening to JockJive.com.
Every game broadcast on JockJive.com has the potential to offer some monumental moments for its participants. That's why we not only archive every game online, but make CDs available for audio-only games and DVDs for video broadcasts. After all, a great play deserves to be remembered long after the athletic event has ended. To order your CD or DVD of any Jock Jive game, email info@JockJive.com. info@JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament, join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back here at Sebring, where Bartow's about to throw their fourth pitcher of the game, Brady Holmes now on the bump. We're overhearing a discussion where I guess the Holmes County manager is trying to check on his pitch count. Guess he's checking on the pitch count of Mathis up here. Yeah. We're checking on the pitch count of Brian Mathis, but he's had a couple of quick innings for only 11 pitches. So discussion breaks. It'll be Nate Tate leading things off here in the top of the fourth. Tate, Mathis, and Farmer. The lead right now is 6, so Holmes County could put up a 4 spot here in the fourth,
now
shut down Bartow, and
Nate Tate.
end this one early. The pitch to Tate, low and away for a ball. Pitch number 2 to Tate is, it plunked him, hit him in the back. So Tate, for the second time today, has been hit by a pitch. He's going to be a walking bruise out there. Every inning, the leadoff batter has been on for Holmes County.
Brian Mathis.
I think time is called as they're checking on Tate down the first base line. Bryant Mathis has been on base twice, but no official at bat. Walked and scored in the first, hit by a pitch, scored in the second. Pitch from Holmes, scoring around the bump, pulling back. It's up and away for ball 1. Throw down to first. They throw behind the runner, and Tate's going to be safe at second. So a stolen base. Never want to throw behind a runner. Braden Farmer, who's 2 for 2, waits on deck. Squaring around the bump, pulling back, low throw to the catcher. He fields it, though. Now 2-0. Squaring around a bunt again, pulls back. It is low for ball 3. Again, this is game 1 of 3 today here on what they call JC's Field, field number 2. I have an elimination game coming up next with Spring Hill National and Franklin County. Squaring around the bunt on 3-0, pulls back. It's going to be up a 4-pitch walk. So Mathis on base 3 times, but no official at bat. He's got 2 walks and a hit by pitch.
Now batting number 5, Braden Farmer.
As Braden Farmer, who has a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs. Squaring around a bunt, it's over the head of the batter. Ball 1. I believe the clouds have found their way between us and the sun, making it a little easier to see. Farmer squaring around a bunt, he pulls back. It's low and away for ball 2, and all of a sudden, Brody Holmes having trouble finding the plate. 6 straight balls here as time is called. I believe the runner at second, Tate, handing off his sunglasses. Yeah, it's kind of hard to put sunglasses on top of a batting helmet and expect him to stay put. Squaring around a bunt again, pulls back. That's a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 missing outside. It runs the count 3-1. If you're Bartow, you don't want this inning to get out of hand. Otherwise, the specter of that run rule could come into play. We have not had a game go the full distance yet. That ball is swung on and fouled back. Count now full. Recap of what's happened so far here on Field 2. Our first game was Hardy 12-1 in 5 innings over West Volusia. Then in our 11:30 game, Franklin County, actually Sebring over Franklin County 10-0 in 4 innings. Then Holmes County 14-3 in 4 innings over Okeechobee. As the base umpire, coming in, I don't know if the home plate umpire got some shrapnel off that last foul ball, if he got a piece of him, but everybody is fine and we will continue. Pitch is swung on and missed. Farmer down on strikes here, 1 out here in the 4th. As Clyde Hunter has been on base twice with a walk and a double.
Now batting double zeros, Clyde Hunter.
Squaring around him up, pulls back up in his eyes as he flails out of the way. Ball 1. Hasn't affected it much, but that cloud cover we talked about dropped the temperature to 89. It was 91 a few moments ago. But now the sun has made its way back out. Squaring around a bunt. Hunter pulls back. It is low for ball 2. Very thankful we're indoors bringing you the action here for this one, but unfortunately for the World Series, we're going to be outside. We're going to have our webcam pinned up against the back fence. The pitch is a strike called, 2-1. I believe that'll be the first time we've done a World Series outdoors. Usually we're up in the press box, elevated position for the camera. The 2-1 pitch is a strike called, 2-2. Again, your runners are Nate Tate at second. He was hit by a pitch. It's the second time it's happened today. Bryant Mathis walked. He's at first. He's walked twice, and he's been hit by a pitch. So no official at bat for Braden Farmer. The pitch low and in the dirt. Runs the count full at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Holmes headed home. It is swung on a chopper. The pitcher has it. He'll looked at second briefly. Then he fires at first for the 1-3 put out. The runners will advance to second and third here with 2 outs. Ashton French has a sac fly to center, and he grounded out to second.
French.
And the pitch behind the batter, but rolls right back to the catcher, Barry, so everybody will stay put. Again, coming up next at 12:30, an elimination game, Franklin County and Spring Hill National. Squaring around a bump, pulling back. The ball misses up. It's now 2-0. Braden Patrick waits on deck. Holmes County with thoughts of trying to end this one early. The lead right now is 6 at 10-4, and they have runners at second and third. The 2-0 to French. Squares around a bump, pulls back. In there for a strike. It's 2-1. Again, Nate Tate at third and Bryant Mathis at second. For the youngsters in white. The 2-1 is swung on and fouled out of play. Evens the count at 2-2. And the pitch low, gets past the catcher, but bounces right back to him. Everybody will stay put. The count is 3-2. Closing in on the 90-minute mark of our opening game broadcast today. Day 2 of the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament. That is hit a mile high, but will get out of play behind us. So French will have another 3-2 pitch coming. The payoff pitch is low and away for ball 4. Holmes County now has them loaded. That's Braden Patrick. RBI ground out to the pitcher in the first, now walked in the third.
Braden Patrick.
Patrick is the only pitcher not eligible to pitch today. He threw 66 pitches, which means he cannot pitch for 48 hours, which means Monday. Squaring around a bunt, pulls back, it's a strike. The 0-1 to Patrick in there for strike 2. Now, their game with Okeechobee started at 2. Their game Monday should they win, is at 12:30, so there's a chance he may not get to pitch in that game at all. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Actually tried to check his swing, could not hold up. Holmes County will leave him loaded. Played 3.5. We head to the bottom of the fourth. We can get back. Bartow coming to bat, trailing 10-4 here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players in scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program. Every league in Dixie Youth Baseball sets their sights each year on the Dixie Youth Baseball World Series. In August, champions in the Majors Division, the AAA Division, or the O-Zone Division from each state compete for the #1 position in Dixie Youth Baseball. Why not combine your vacation with a week of championship youth baseball at the Dixie Youth World Series?
Back here at Sebring, if anybody cares, late in the first half, the final of the World Cup is tied 1-1 with France and Croatia. France's goal came on an own goal. That one's late in the first half. Got to root for Croatia. They're definitely the underdog there, but beat England with a goal, I believe, in double overtime a couple days ago. As number 2, Mathis, will finish his warm-up tosses. Bartow will send up Holmes, Berry, and Fredericks, batters 3, 4, and 5. Looks like the score behind us is 4-1. I believe West Volusia leading Sneeds. That is an elimination game.
Now batting number 13, Brody Holmes.
So one of those teams will be the first team to exit. Brody Holmes was hit by a pitch and scored in the first inning. And the first pitch he sees here is a swing and a miss. Sun definitely beaten down a little harder, and there is no wind to see in the flags out in center field. As popped up a mile high, but I believe it'll get out of play off the roof of the little press box down below. Now 0-2. Be Holmes, Berry, and Fredericks for Bartow, batters 3, 4, and 5. The 0-2 over the head of the batter. It'll be a ball on 2 strikes. Again, as we mentioned, an elimination game. The other elimination game today will be here next with Spring Hill National and Franklin County. The pitch is inside. That'll even things at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch is swung on, ground ball, shortstop has it. Fires over to first, in time. That'll go 6-3. I believe that's Farmer to French on the 6-3 for out number 1. That is 7 in a row retired by Holmes County pitching. As Trey Berry to the plate, struck out his first time.
Now batting number 24, Trey Berry.
Pitch. That is ripped down the left side, foul. Heads up to everybody coming into the park. Barry got around on that one. The 0-1, that is hit into center field. The center fielder came in, drifted back, and from a knee will make the catch for out number 2. As Nate Tate puts it away. That is 8 in a row retired as Clay Fredericks beat out an infield hit and scored.
Now batting number 39, Clay Fredericks.
The pitch, swing and a miss. Late swing there, it's 0-1. The pitch, low, nice block by the catcher, ball on a strike. Pitch is swung on, fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch headed home. It is upstairs. Using it at 2-2. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. What was a slugfest in the early innings has cooled off the last inning or 2. It's now 10-4. All the runs scoring in the first 2 innings. The 2-2 to Fredericks is outside for ball 3. And the payoff pitch upstairs for ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Fredericks. As Hunter Parker, who started the game on the mound, will step to the box. Pitch is swung on and fouled out of play right side. That'll make it 0-1. Getting the first of 3 here on Field 2 today. Started with 11 teams in this tournament. We'll be down to 9 by the close of business today. And that'll be whittled down just to 6 after tomorrow. The pitch. Strike in the outside corner, 0-2. Oh, we have a pinch hitter, it looks like. As the number 10 batter is registered, not Parker. And the pitch is a ground ball to the shortstop. He has it. He'll fire to first in time. That'll go 6-3 for out number 3. So Bartow, after Fredericks reaches, is left on base. We're through 4. We'll head to the top of the 5th when we get back. Holmes County looking to add to a 10-4 lead. Again, you are listening to JockJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Back here at Sebring, folks, where the definition of torture, you have 2 more innings to broadcast, and there's Pizza Hut in the press box. That's some torture right there. For Holmes County, it'll be Powell, Evans, and back to the top with Lyndon Flannery. We were just checking during the break. We mentioned earlier Braden Patrick threw 66 pitches on Saturday. Came out of the game at 2:57 on Saturday, which means he can't pitch until 2:57 on Monday. The issue there is this score holds. That game does not start until 12:30, so which means there's a chance Holmes County, should they hold on here, will have to go without Patrick on the mound on Monday as well. And just like that, I think Holmes County is going to have a question. Again, they have a walkie-talkie downstairs that the umpire has in his possession. And if there's a substitute or an issue with pitch count or whatever, they radio up here to get their answer. If you're looking for class and comfort all rolled up into one luxurious but very affordable package, you'll want to stay at the Residence Inn by Marriott, located on Tubbs Road in Sebring. They are near everything that makes a stay convenient and enjoyable. Their service is second to none, and the Residence Inn is staffed by people who genuinely care about the youth of our community and aren't afraid to show it. The Residence Inn in Sebring, take up residence with us, which is what exactly myself and my buddy Mike Rideout are doing. That's the hotel we're staying at. As Malik Powell to the plate.
Now batting number 42, Malik Powell.
Powell struck out looking in the first and then grounded out on a 1-3 sacrifice. The pitch is low. Mentioned earlier that all 3 of our games here on Field 2, and I think we got another pinch hitter here. Number 7 is Tyson Skeeto. He's batting for Powell here in the 5th. So that went in there for a strike. Mentioned earlier that all 12 batters bat the first time through. Then it's cut down to 1 through 9, but a coach at their discretion can reinsert the 10, 11, 12 batters. Skeeto batted 11th. Now he's in for Powell. And he takes a pitch outside. Tyson Skeeto had an RBI single and scored in the second. It was the bottom third of the lineup, Evans, Burnham, Skeeto, Nelson, that kicked off that 6-run second inning. Pitch, check, swing, missing, and that'll be ball 4. As Kason Evans to the plate. And we got another situation as the Holmes County manager having some sort of discussion with the umpire. And I believe it's another, I guess maybe actually it's another pinch hitter as Cash Nelson will bat for Evans. So Skeeto batted for Powell. Now it's Nelson for Evans as a wild pitch will move Skeeto to second base. Cash Nelson was hit by a pitch and scored in the second inning. So this is his second at bat, or second plate appearance. Pitch, he squares around him up, pops it up, but it's going to be foul. It's 1-1. Mentioned that yesterday all three of our games ended early on the mercy rule. The only way that happens here is Holmes County would need to put up 4 and shut out Bartow in the bottom of the 5th. Otherwise, we'll go the duration for the first time in the tournament. Squaring around a bunt. He gets it down, and it hit him in the box. It hit him in the box. I believe it hit him in the box. He has not called the out sign. But yet the home plate umpire is going to go talk to the base umpire. I'm not sure how he can see from all the way out there whether he was out of the box or not. Oh, they're calling him outside of the box now. That's interesting because the home plate umpire and the Holmes County coach is bringing up the observation I just made. How in the world can he see that all the way out there? He's saying you're 5 feet away and you didn't call it immediately. But nonetheless, that's going to be, I guess you call that 2 unassisted in the book. I guess the catcher gets credit for the put out, I guess. So 1 out here. Now the question is, does Skeeto have to go back to first base? Is that a dead ball? As the Holmes County manager still, I'm assuming, and I'm just speculating, is asking how the world you could see him outside the box from there when the home plate umpire was 5 feet away and didn't call it immediately. Something along those lines, but nonetheless. As Lyndon Flannery back to the top of the lineup, he's been on base twice. He is 2 for 3. Pitch is a strike call. Flannery singled and scored in the first, singled and scored, drove in a run in the second, and grounded out to third in the third. Pitch is a strike called. The pitch is up and in as it knocks the batter down. I believe the count is 1-1. We'll wait for the home plate umpire to tell us. 1-2. The pitch is chopped foul. We have a final in the, I believe, the Ozone division. Actually, we'll get to that in a minute. Ground ball gets through for a base hit. So an infield hit for Flannery is his third of the game. Runners at the corners here with 1 out.
Now batting number 8, Nate Tate.
As Nate Tate to the plate. So East Lakeland 5-0 over Franklin County. So Franklin County, the first one to exit in the Ozone division. So East Lakeland will advance. That's going to be a ball. So it'll be East Lakeland and Okeechobee in an elimination game tomorrow at 10 a.m. So thank you, Robert Williamson, for that. So I guess right now we only have the 2 AAA games going. That's a swing and a miss. Throw to the pitcher, gets away. As Flannery makes second base, so runners at first and second. Again, Holmes County could put up 4 here in the top of the 5th, shut down Bartow, and end this game early. The pitch is away for a ball, now 3-0 to Nate Tate, who was hit by a pitch, scored in the first, popped out to second in the second, was hit by a pitch again in the 4th. The pitch, low and away, gets away from the catcher. Here comes the runner from third, the throw coming home, you'll be saved. So Skeeto scores on the wild pitch. It also allows Flannery to take third. It's now 11-4 Holmes County. Count is 3-1. The pitch is hit a mile high out of play. That'll even it at 3-2. Just got an update from Art Chendel. They're in the top of the 6th. West Volusia up 5-3 on Sneeds. That's an elimination game. Here, Holmes County has put 2 runners on now, runners at the corners. They lead 11-4. So if those 2 plus Mathis at the plate score, puts the run rule on the table for the bottom of the 5th. Should Bartow not score. Again, we're seeing some cloud cover above us. I'd say they're mostly white clouds as opposed to gray, so we should be fine. Hopefully that drops the temperature a little outside as Mathis takes ball 1. Oh, and the ball hits the runner. Tate sliding into second. The ball caroms into the outfield. I believe it got him on the arm, but it does allow Flannery to score on the wild pitch to make it 12-4. Boy, Nate Tate's had a rough go of it. He's been hit by pitches twice, and he just gets hit by a ball as he goes down to second. He's going to be all black and blue by the time this one's over. As Brian Mathis to the plate, and he hits it foul off the end of the bat. Brian Mathis batting for the 4th time, but no official at bat. He's walked once, actually twice, and has been hit by a pitch. So these 2 AAA games, the only ones going on at the park at the moment. The pitch. That's going to be strike 2. Although I would imagine that second T-ball game of Mike Righthouse has got to be cranking up here pretty soon. Scheduled for a 1 o'clock start. The pitch is a swing and a miss. And that'll be strike 3 for out number 2.
Now batting, number 5. Braden Farmer.
Actually, that's an 11 o'clock start, so they're behind over there. The pitch, missing up for a ball. To Braden Farmer, who is 2 for 3. He doubled, scored in the first, singled, scored in the second, drove in 2 runs, and struck out swinging in the 4th. That one's up over his head, too, 2-0. And all of a sudden, Holmes, who I imagine's got to be getting close to the 40 mark. We'll check on that for the pitcher. The pitch is, he hit him. He hit Farmer, so Farmer's on board for the... Oh, he's at 53, so he's well over 40. So obviously that means he will not be able to pitch tomorrow.
Clyde Hunter.
So 2 runners on now. It's got to be around the 6th hit by pitch by Bartow pitching today as Clyde Hunter to the plate. And he takes a pitch outside for a ball. The pitch from Holmes is low. Ball 2. Clyde Hunter walked in the first. He doubled in the second and grounded out to the pitcher in the 4th, so he is officially 1 for 2 with a walk. And coming up next here, an elimination game, 12:30 start for Franklin County and Spring Hill National. The pitch is up and in. And I would imagine, because we're at an hour 54 here, there's a chance that game starts late. We've actually started all of our 3 games yesterday on time, in large part because of the mercy rules. All 3 of them. The pitch is upstairs for a ball. The bases are loaded. Holmes County loading them for the 2nd inning in a row.
Batting number 3, Ashton French.
Ashton French has a sac fly to center. He grounded out to second in the second. He also walked in the 4th, so he is officially 0 for 1 with that walk and the sac. He squares around a bunt and pulls it back. It's in there for a strike. French is the 8th batter of the inning here for Holmes County. The pitch is swung on, hit out of play down the right side. That'll make it 0-2. So if Bartow gets out of this inning unscathed, we will go to the duration for the first time here on this field, and that's going to be strike 3 called. So that'll do it for the 5th, so we will go the full 6 innings for the first time here on field 2. As we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bartow with a lot of work to do. They trail 12-4 here. Winners bracket game of the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
Sportsmanship is one of the goals of Dixie Youth Baseball. At times, we see good sportsmanship displayed by everyone except for some adults. We feel that as adults, regardless of whether or not they're active in the program, they're supposed to set a good example. Everyone can do this as they sit in the stands cheering for their favorite team. Be a good example of sportsmanship. Yell for, not against a team. In this way, you can set a good example of sportsmanship. Fans are as much a part of the game as the umpires, so be a good fan by cheering for your team and not against the other. Dixie Youth Baseball is dedicated to building the youth within our community to become responsible citizens tomorrow. The real goal of the program is to teach fair play, honesty, and love of God and country. Those who play Dixie Youth Baseball are generally better for life as a result of the lessons they learn in how to meet and accept as members of a team and in the game of competition. Help us in the Dixie Youth program by offering your services as an adult volunteer. Lend a hand to our youth. There's no greater calling.
Back to action here in Sebring, where Nate Tate's going to take over on the mound for Holmes County, and Lyndon Flannery to center to take his place. Coming this summer on JockJive.com, Dixie Youth Baseball, Dixie Baseball, Cal Ripken World Series, the NJCAA Women's Basketball All-Star Weekend, and a whole lot more. Yes, there are plenty of reasons to come back often to JockJive.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the JockJive YouTube channel. We stream all Dixie Youth Baseball, most youth sports, and high school football in the fall to our YouTube channel, and you'll want to know first what games are coming your way. And coming this fall to JockJive.com, SWAC football, soccer, and volleyball, Tuskegee football, the ACCC game of the week, Great American Rivalries, HBCU football, Navarre and Baker High School football, Georgia Military College football, Gulf South Conference soccer, and more. Check us out often. We are Jock Jive Sports.
Are you aware of the scholarship program available to participants in Dixie Youth Baseball? Hundreds of men and women have won scholarships and used them to help pay for their education after graduating from high school. 70 $2,000 scholarships were given away this year. To apply for a scholarship, you must be a senior in high school, complete the application, and mail it by March 1st to be considered for one of these awards. If you played Dixie Youth Baseball in past years and you will be a senior in high school next year, we encourage you to think about this opportunity. Many are glad they did.
Back to action here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Elijah Jenkins, Braden Williams, Clay Green for Bartow. That is off the end of the bat foul. Now 0-2. To the leadoff man for Bartow here. In the fifth, they trail 12-4 as we will go the distance for the first time here on Field 2. As we close in on the 2-hour mark of this one. The pitch is upstairs. Ball one. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike three. Jenkins down on strikes. As Braden Williams to the plate.
Now batting number 7, Braden Williams.
Remember yesterday I was the first one to leave, so it's the law of averages is now this one. Could be the last game to end on our opening round game, so it's looking like I'm going to be the last one. Line drive caught by the pitcher. And to reach down around knee level and stab that one out of the air. Nice job there by Tate fielding his position for out number 2.
Now batting number 1, Clay Green.
As Clay Green struck out swinging in his only other at bat, and he takes a pitch up for a ball. Actually, this might be 00 Josh Garrison at the plate, so we may have a pinch hitter here. Yes, it's Garrison at the plate, not Green. As we mentioned, coaches can reinsert that 10, 11, 12 batter at their discretion. Garrison batted 11th. He grounded out to short his first time up. Now he's batting for Clay Green. And he hits one to left field. It will drop for a base hit. So the seeing eye single by Garrison, just out of the reach of shortstop Braden Farmer. Back to the top here with Lane Holly, number 21, batting for the third time.
Now batting number 2, Noah Lester.
He was hit by a pitch in the first and scored, and then he flew out to right field. And the first pitch, ground ball, two-hopper to shortstop, bobbles, recovers, throw to first, will not be in time. The runner going first to third, and he will be safe there. And good base running by Holly. You should call that an E6 as that ball was bobbled. So now runners at second and third with 2 outs. For Bubba Cordy, batting from the left side. Singleton scored in the first.
Number 99,
struck
Bubba
out
Cordy.
In the third. Pitch behind Cordy. Here comes the runner. Garrison to throw to the pitcher, not in time as he was slow covering. Garrison with the good hustle. So Garrison scores on the wild pitch to make it 12-5. Bartow goes for a big inning here. Things could get interesting. Score now 12-5. Pitch to Cordy, hits the outside corner. Bartow has left only 2 runners on. 1 in the first, 1 in the fourth. Up and away for a ball, count now 2-1. As Holmes County pitching, second through the fourth, retired 8 in a row. And the pitch missing outside despite the frame attempt by, I believe, Nelson, who's back in the game behind the plate. And the pitch misses high, and it's a walk, and a runner will score on the wild pitch as it goes to the backstop. They'll throw the ball down to first, and the runner's safe. Bartow creeps a little closer. It's 12-6.
Now batting number 13, Brody Holmes.
As Brody Holmes hit by a pitch and scored, grounded out to short in the fourth. The pitch, ground ball, one hopper to the shortstop, over to second in time for the out. That'll go 6-4 on the fielder's choice. So Bartow does get a pair. They leave a runner on. They've left 3 on through 5 innings. We'll head to the top of the 6th when we get back. Holmes County up 12-6. Winners bracket game here in the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament, which you're listening to on JockJive.com.
Hey, business owners, looking for a way to reach and rock your potential customer base into checking out your products and services? Then you need to advertise on JockJive.com. We broadcast hundreds of sporting events annually all over the country. Football, baseball, basketball, softball, it's all right here. Whether live or archived, it's on JockJive. Reach the masses. Call 334-488-1385 or email info@JockJive.com. Every game broadcast on JockJive.com has the potential to offer some monumental moments for its participants. That's why we not only archive every game online, but make CDs available for audio-only games and DVDs for video broadcasts. After all, a great play deserves to be remembered long after the athletic event has ended. To order your CD or DVD of any JockJive game, email info@JockJive.com. info@JockJive.com.
Back to action here at the Max Long Recreational Complex here in Sebring, which is right next door to the YMCA here. Holmes County will have Patrick and then Skeeto and Nelson spots. And it looks like we'll have yet another pitcher for Bartow. Number 24 is Trey Berry. He is the 5th pitcher of the game for Bartow. Started with Parker, Hermelbrandt, Fredericks, Holmes, and now Berry. So I believe in the T-ball division right now, the noon game, actually, it wasn't 11, it was noon. Elimination game with Hardy and San Antonio. Which means the second game in the Ozone tournament, starting in about 20 minutes with Spring Hill American and Sebring.
Now batting, number 10, Braden Patrick.
So we're still in our first set of games here. 2 hours and 7 minutes and counting. As Braden Patrick batting for the 4th time today. The pitch inside for a ball. Patrick with a ground out to the pitcher. He walked in the 3rd and then struck out in the 4th. Pitch missing up for ball 2. I'm just praying that the volunteer staff at Sebring is not all that hungry, that some of that pizza will still be there when this one ends. Ball 3 to Braden Patrick. Shout out to all these folks behind the scenes doing all the things you don't see, the scorekeeping, the upkeep of the fields in between innings, taking the ticket money, selling the T-shirts downstairs. That's up for a ball. Those T-shirt folks are happy with me as I've already bought 2 of those dry fit shirts. Again, as we mentioned earlier, in 2 weeks we'll be down in Lumberton up in North Carolina for the World Series, but we'll be outside. So got to snag me all the dry fit I can get.
Now batting, number 7, Tyson Skeeto.
As Tyson Skeeto lays down the butt, the pitcher has it. He'll fire to first in plenty of time. The sack will go 1-3. Moving Patrick to second for 1 out. As Cash Nelson to the plate. Actually, Evans going back in. So Evans going back in to bat after batting in the 2nd and the 3rd. He's 1 for 2. Nelson went into... I believe the manager's out there talking to the base umpire. I guess he's coming to report what I just said. So again, as we just mentioned, Kason Evans re-entering in his number 9 batting spot for Nelson.
Now batting, number 13, Kason Evans.
Of course, among those list of thank yous, all the folks that are contributing to the tournament in other ways. I believe Pizza Hut with the food up here, donating it to all the workers, doing all the stuff behind the scenes, which includes those men in black down there, the umpires. Kudos to them, braving the heat here as Kason Evans takes one up for a ball. Well, I'm hoping that those are dry fit shirts they're wearing, those black ones, because if they're 100% cotton, they'd be dropping out there right now. Squaring around a bunt, pulling back, low for a ball. Ooh, that makes it 3-0. To Evans, yes, 3-0. Lyndon Flannery, waiting on deck, will bat for the 5th time in this ballgame. He waits on deck. He has 3 hits and has scored 3 times. That is a strike. The pitch, low and away for a walk. So Holmes County with a pair of runners on now. For Flannery, as we just mentioned, he singled and scored in the first.
Number 25, Landon Flannery.
He singled and scored in the second and drove in a run. He grounded out to third in the third inning. He beat out an infield hit, scored on a wild pitch in the fifth. The clicker reads 2 hours, 11 minutes and counting here in our opener with 2 more to go. The pitch. That is hit to right field. The right fielder underneath it and tries to make a basket catch and can't do it. Run around third. He's going to make the wide turn and come in to score. I'm not sure if the right fielder, as he was looking up, lost the ball in all the cloud cover up above. But Lyndon Flannery with his 4th hit of the day. Scores Braden Patrick.
Now
Evans to
batting
second.
number 8, Nate Tate.
To make it 13-6. Missing up for a ball. The pitch to Tate. That's a strike. Right fielder out there, I believe, is Green. He was camped out under it to make the catch, but then noticed it was going to fall in front of him. Then he tried to basket catch it, took a couple steps forward, and just couldn't get to it. Pitch is low and away. Gets away from the catcher. Runners will advance on the wild pitch. That's Evans now at third and Flannery at second. So every batter in the lineup for Holmes County has reached base at least once, except for Ashton French. Actually, I take that back. He's got a walk, so every batter has. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher. Runner coming home, and he will be safe. Evans hesitated about 10 feet from the base, but I'm already committed. I might as well go. Makes it 14-6. I think we got some excitement going on behind us. Elimination game. West Volusia and Sneed's now tied 6-6 in the 6th. Here it is a pitch missing up to Nate Tate. And he draws the walk. He's on board for the 4th time.
Now batting number 2, Brian Mathis.
Now this is interesting. Tate has reached base 4 times, but he is 0 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch twice, and he has walked twice. Now, that's an odd-looking line score for him, but he has scored a run. He's also stolen a base. As Bryant Mathis to the plate. The pitch missing inside. They'll just let Tate take second on the fielder indifference. The 1-0 pitch squaring around a bump. Takes it for a strike. Give a shout out to Brian Cox over there, who hopefully is going to leave some food for me over there. One of the national directors. I'm just giving him a hard time. Saw Brian, and he's from Weehawken. He was up with us in Bristol 2 weeks ago. The pitch is a ground ball. Nice play by the pitcher. They'll throw to first for the out. And the run comes home. So an RBI for Mathis scores Flannery for the 4th time today. It's now 15-6. As Braden Farmer, who's been on base 3 times, double and a run scored in the first, single a run scored, 2 RBIs in the second, struck out swinging in the 4th, hit by a pitch in the 5th. That one missing up for a ball. And the runner thought about coming home, and he'll head back. But unfortunately, for Holmes County, the game cannot end if they go up 10 here. Bartow, the home team, gets a bat. So And the pitch to Farmer is popped up right side. First baseman in foul ground. I believe makes the catch. Unfortunately, we didn't see it because of the overhang there. I believe that is register for out number 3. But 3 more runs for Holmes County come in to score. They are 3 outs away from advancing here in the winner's bracket. Bartow coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 15-6. And you're listening to the 2018 Florida DYB AAA State Tournament on JockJive.com.
The Sportsmanship Award is one of the most coveted awards to be won at this Dixie Youth Baseball Tournament. Sportsmanship is playing hard to win, but realizing all cannot become winners. It is being a gracious loser and even more a gracious winner. Good sportsmanship involves such matters as fair play, keen rivalry, but careful observance of the rules, courtesy, and a generous attitude toward an opponent. To be considered for an award for sportsmanship, a team must, 1, demonstrate good conduct and positive attitude by all players and coaches, both on and off the field. Number 2, be prompt and participate in all scheduled activities throughout the tournament. 3, have fans that show good conduct and attitude toward umpires and opposing teams. And 4, be neat in appearance and dress of both team and coaches at all times. We ask all in attendance here at this Dixie Youth Tournament join the coaches and players in making these qualifications the rule of behavior while attending these tournament games. Let's make this year a wonderful year of fun and great memories.
Back to action here at Sebring. Just noticed the Frenchies have taken a 3-1 lead in the final over Croatia. Darn it, was kind of hoping the underdog would pull that one out. Can you imagine if it would have been an England and France World Cup final? They could have been lobbing grenades over the channel at each other before that one. Can you imagine the trash talking that would have gone on in that one? Just notice behind us we have free baseball going on with West Volusia Sneads tied 6-6 going to the 7th. I believe that is the second time here that we've had extra inning baseball. Spring Hill American edged Franklin County 6-5 and 7 in the Ozone division. Here, Holmes County, after 2 hours, 18 minutes of counting, looking to close this one out against Bartow. As Trey Berry to the plate. Berry struck out in the 1st, flew out to center in the 4th. Again, this is a winner's bracket game, so both of these teams will play tomorrow. First shot he sees, it's lined into center, it gets past the center fielder. All the way to the fence, that's going to be at least a double for Berry. They're going to turn on the Jets, they're going to send him to third. The throw to third is going to be offline. A leadoff triple for Berry. That is only the second time today the leadoff man has been on. Holly reached on a hit by pitch in the 1st and came in to score, so Bartow's hoping that trend will continue as Clay Fredericks to the plate. He takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Fredericks beat out an infield hit and scored in the 1st, walked in the 4th. So I believe Sneads needed, 2 runs in that bottom of the 6th, and they got it to force extra innings behind us. That's Art Schendel bringing the action there. The pitch is a ball. We're still seeing a lot of cloud cover above us. I believe it's hiding the sun at the moment, the pitch. Chopped at the plate, and it is just foul by about a foot. Count is 2-1. The 2-1 is swung on, popped up out of play off the roof to our right. And I'll make it 2-2. The pitch off the end of the bat, past first baseman, second baseman has it. First base got to get back to the bag, and I believe he does for the 4-3. But Fredericks does drive in Trey Berry. Make it 15-7. has, I believe, Register going to bat for the second time. He went in for Parker in the fourth.
Now batting number 3, Hunter Parker.
Line shot up the middle for a base hit. Bartow sitting dead red on those 2 base hits there. The first pitch triple, first pitch single as Elijah Jenkins to the plate. These 22 runs are the most in this age group in the AAA. Also the most between AAA and Ozone, obviously T-balls. They score a lot of runs in the T-ball division. The pitch is inside for a ball. DeSoto over San Antonio yesterday, 33-22. That's 55 runs in one game. Pitch squaring around a bunt, already offered, pulled back, 2-0. Again, no World Series in the T-ball division, but the AAA and Ozone state champions will advance to Lumberton, North Carolina. The 2-0 going to miss upstairs, now 3-0. The Coach Pitch Machine Pitch World Series will start, I believe, 2 weeks from Saturday on the 28th. The other 3 on August 4th. Squaring around the butt. Nope. He lets it ride. It's going to be strike 1. As the third baseman, Mathis playing way in. He's halfway between third and home. He'll drop back a little bit now and makes his way back in. He is awfully close here. The 3-1, squaring around a bunny, offers. It's now strike 2. Throw down to second, and the runner will head back. Ball did get past the second baseman and shortstop, with the center fielder backing him up. Payoff pitch here with 1 out, and it is swung on and fouled back. Jenkins on top of that pitch. Again, it was scheduled for 12:30. Obviously will not be the case now. It'd probably be closer to 1 o'clock with Spring Hill National and Franklin County. That one going to miss outside for ball 4. The lead's still comfortable at 8, but Bartow with 2 runners on as Braden Williams to the plate. Williams reached on an error that drove in a run in the first, and then he lined out to the pitcher back in the 5th inning. Again, West Volusia Sneed's going extras behind us in the 7th inning. Pitch is a ball inside here. Holmes County is 2 outs away from going 2-0. If I remember right, Holmes County won the B division in the machine pitch division 2 weeks ago in Bristol. The pitch missing outside. The pitch low and away. Count now, I believe, 3-0. Your Holmes County, you got to be a little concerned. You give up a couple more base runners. Fans to our right. Going to get a little more into it. The pitch. Taking all the way. It's a 4-pitch walk. They'll throw down to first, but everybody will be safe. And all of a sudden, the bases are loaded for, I believe it'll be Garrison batting again here in the 5th. And just like that, I believe this is manager Kelvin Nelson having a talk with his infield. And while he does, Bartow will have a little conference, and we'll take us a break here on JockJive.com.
Dixie Youth Baseball fans, did you know that in this season there were $72,000 scholarships awarded to deserving high school seniors throughout the 11 states in which Dixie Youth Baseball is played? Dixie Youth Baseball has now given over $1,240,000 to former Dixie Youth players and scholarships. Any high school senior who has played Dixie Youth Baseball is eligible to apply for a scholarship. The Dixie Youth Scholarship Program, just one of the good things that are a part of this program.
Back to action here, Sebring, as Josh Garrison laces one foul down the left side. It's 0-1. Base is full of Bartow players. It is Register at third, Jenkins at second, and Williams at first. One already in here in the bottom of the sixth. They trail 15-7. The pitch, missing upstairs for a ball. Again, scheduled for 12:30, but it'll probably be closer to 1. Spring Hill National and Franklin County, as Garrison, I believe the ball bounced up and got him in the leg on the foul ball. He's going to tough it out. Wearing those socks awfully high, the blue socks. The 1-2 pitch, missing upstairs. It's 2-2. There's nowhere to put him. Holmes County is, I say, used only 3 pitchers, only because Bartow's used 5, but they need Nate Tate to close this door. The pitch is away over the head of the battered Garrison. Now the count, I believe, is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Tate is low for ball 4, and a run has been walked in. Garrison drawing the free pass. Williams to second, Jenkins to third. Register scoring to make it 15-8, and I believe this might be it for Nate Tate. It is. They've taken the ball from him. So we'll have us our 4th pitcher for Holmes County when we get back on ChalkJive.com.
Did you know a child may start in the Dixie program at or below age 6 and continue through age 19? Yes, there's an opportunity for youth 6 through 19 to enjoy baseball in Dixie. Dixie Youth, Dixie Boys, Dixie Majors. If your league is not a part of these baseball programs, contact a Dixie official for information and bring your child up in Dixie. What makes Dixie Youth Baseball different? Well, one good rule is required participation. During the local season, every player on every team is required to play in every game, and all tournament players are required to bat at least once in every game. It's not a perfect rule, but it's much more than most youth baseball organizations do, and it allows each baseball player to be an active participant. Just being a part of each win or loss means so much to the child. They just want to belong, and Dixie Youth Baseball sees to it that they do by making this a regular rule. We think this is a step in the right direction, the child's direction.
Back here at Sebring, where the 4th pitcher for Holmes County is going to be Braden Farmer, number 5, which means 00 Clyde Hunter is going from second to short. Nate Tate from pitcher to second. So I believe the infield is now Mathis, Hunter, Tate, and French across the infield. And looks like Evans back to catch. It'll be his second stint behind the plate.
Now batting number 21, Blaine Hawley.
2 already in here for Bartow, and they're loaded. So this thing, if we get a base hit of some kind, could get interesting awfully quick. The pitch is inside for ball 1. We've broken the 2.5-hour mark here in the first of 3 today. So the broadcast gods are not with yours truly today. That is swung on, hit to center field, line drive, caught by the center fielder. And the runners don't tag. As the runner was off on the pitch, he had to go back to third, so nothing doing there. 2 outs. That is a huge out here.
Now batting number 99, Bubba Cordy.
Or as President Trump would say, that's a huge out. As Bubba Cordy to the plate, single and a run scored in the first, struck out in the third, walked, and was forced out in the fifth. Batting from the left side, the pitch is a strike call. The pitch from Farmer is a grounder. The pitcher has it. He'll throw home for the final out of the ball game. That'll do it. That'll go 1-2 as Jenkins is forced out. As Bartow will leave them loaded here in the bottom of the sixth. So Holmes County now 2-0 in the AAA division as they beat Bartow 15-8. So Holmes advancing in the winner's bracket. They will get the winner of our final game today with Sebring and Mariana. Bartow to the loser's bracket. Well, they will wait the winner of that aforementioned Sebring-Mariana game. So again, it'll probably be about 30 minutes. We'll be back to action here in the loser's bracket and elimination game with Spring Hill National and Franklin County. But after 2 hours and 32 minutes, we're going to sign off for just a bit. Jason Thompson signing off, wishing you, wherever you tuned in today, a pleasant afternoon.